I don't know why I cut, but yeah, it's part of life, and you have to learn from those experiences in order to move on, because if you don't, then you're pretty much stuck in that, which is the past, and you really can't improve as a person if you don't learn your mistakes or what happens in the past. So, you gotta put your foot down at some point and say that's enough. Accept what it is, accept things how they are, and enjoy the new path that you and your life is going through. It's going to be difficult. For me, it's been difficult. It still is difficult, but it's something you have to work on. You gotta, slowly take it as something that it's supposed to happen. It's meant to be. You meet people, you learn from them, you have a lot of fun, you have a lot of downs with them. It's all experiences, and experiences is supposed to teach you things. It's supposed to give you wisdom for you to teach other people or to teach yourself. So, on that note, I'm going through that road. It's tough, but I'm slowly pulling myself through. I'm going through that road, and it's never ever going to be easy, but at one point it will be. You're going to meet people who are always going to be there for you. People who will always have your back. People who will always count on you. People who will always, consider you a great friend and treat you as a great friend, as a good friend, as one. And that's the point of life. You can't have all these experiences to cut down the people that don't really match to you, and you match with the people that really do match with you, of course. And from then, you just grow along with those people. The rest are just meant to, teach you. You might grow bonds with them. You might actually in the future go back with them, but that's just a false hope. You never know, really. But that's life, right? Life's supposed to give you it's kind of like a roller coaster. It's supposed to give you misdirection to things. It's supposed to tell you that it's supposed to be like this, but then it knocks you with a curveball, and then next thing you know, you're just thrown out of the park. You know what I mean? You don't know what's going on. But then at one point, you're back in the game. And you know what's going on, because you've been in the game before. So you know what to do. You know what I mean? So that's the beauty of things, the beauty of life. It's going to have its downs, its ups. But you're always going to remember the downs. Because those are the ones that hit you harder than the ones that are, happy moments, to say the least. But the point of this is, again, to make you a better you, to make you someone who understands how life is sort of going. Because this is just the beginning. It's no end. The end is when you die. That's when I truly believe you'll know what's going on. And if you know better, then that's good for you. Teach others so others can know. So others can experience what you experience through your thoughts and the way you explain your life and how you experience things that people haven't experienced. Life is crazy. Life brings you joy, hate, suffering, sadness, happiness, just everything one can perceive as an emotion. And the point of life is to acknowledge all of those, to master in some sort of way what they truly mean, and learn how to conquer those feelings whenever we encounter them in our life. I truly believe life just keeps on throwing you things to learn, to experience, so you can master them. Life is unreal. Who would have thought I was going to be stuck here near your wife for like 3 months, almost 2 months. I've been stuck with an injury for almost 2 months, 3 months. No, 2 months, 3 months. I've been here for 2 months, 3 months. Stuck with an injury for over a year in 2 months or so. It's crazy. You think that you would heal from them. You would get some sort of, at least for me, I would get some sort of, lost my train of thought. You'd think you'd get some sort of acknowledgement from all these issues, right? Especially for me, I thought, you get some sort of knowledge of what's going on, but maybe you don't get it till the end. That makes any sense. Maybe life is supposed to give you all these things, and you're not supposed to get any of it until the end. And that's the beauty of it. I truly think, though, when people get depressed, people get down, people wonder why things happen, and I truly believe they know what happens after, in the long run, why they do happen, because something happens in their life that makes them realize why that happened. And the reason why that happened might be for many reasons. Maybe it's supposed to be something to teach you, something to teach someone else, to experience something for someone else, and maybe you're supposed to suffer to help someone else in some sort of way. So I truly believe life does these things for people. Life can get tricky, life can be spontaneous, life can truly get you in the balls and just strangle you. But that's the point. I believe that's the point of it. You're supposed to get strangled by the nuts. So we know what we have is real. So we know what we experience is real. So we know the people who are in our lives are real, to the point that they're supposed to be someone to show us something that we're supposed to learn in that perspective, to show or to perceive, right, in a way that we can acknowledge and teach others. I know I repeated myself, but that's the point. Some things happen a lot of times, so it's just like stuck in the head, because sometimes when one thing goes, when something comes one ear, goes out the other. Same thing with life. It teaches us, it hits us hard. It's kind of like a wound, right? It's an unhealed wound, but if you keep on touching it, it's gonna hurt. So when things remind us of other things that used to hurt it, it's gonna hurt. So all these things are meant to happen, because at one point of our lives, we're gonna be happy, like truly, like the best feeling of our lives will be at one point. We'll be at a point that we can't even imagine why that happened or how that happened, but it's gonna happen. That point hasn't hit me yet, but I have a feeling it will, because it's happened to others. It's happened to others, and just seeing the joy they have is just a joy you don't see every day. It's kind of like a candy to a baby. For them at their moment, that's amazing. I'm 20 and I'm turning 21, but I still haven't felt that. Like complete joy. Maybe at another time, I did, but not right now. I don't feel like it. I'm in Uruguay, but that who would have thought that I was gonna be kind of miserable? My family's kind of like everywhere. We're not really. We do spend a lot of time, but it's that's another story. I'm not willing to share right now. But life is crazy, man. Life does that to you. Throws you a curveball. At one point you think it's something, and then boom, it kind of like swooshes and hits you. And you think it's something else. Like, bang. Wow, who would have thought? For example, you've been friends with someone for, I don't know, God knows how many years. And then one thing happens. And it's all gone. And that's just to show you, some people just act a certain way to be with someone because they feel whatever they do feel. For example, loneliness. What if someone just was with you because they just felt really lonely? And then throughout the times, they grew out of loneliness, and you were just a pawn to help them move on. It's going to hurt you, but it hurts you, but it's supposed to help them. And you're supposed to learn from that, because at the same time it's helping you. All this comes, again, from experiences. It might not happen to everybody, but for me it did. It might happen to you. It's just how I think it goes. It might not be. I could be just saying stupid things I just decided to say or talk, because that's who I am. Talk in front of a camera, in this case a phone camera, in the middle of the night, and I have nothing better to do or say. So I just decided to talk. People experience death of a friend or family, and that's supposed to teach you something. Whatever you experienced with them, whatever you had with them, they'll teach you something. Unfortunately, yes, I know, the saddest thing in the world that one of your friends died, or family member died. The cruelest thing life gives you is that, a death from whoever. But their death is supposed to teach you something. You know what I mean? It's supposed to teach you what they done to you, what the positives they gave you, the negatives that you learned from, because people make mistakes. No one's perfect. That's the truth. No one is. So when someone does that, when someone dies, I don't know why I say that, but when someone dies, they're supposed to teach you something in the end, and it's supposed to benefit you for whoever knows. Maybe it hasn't come to you yet. Came to you. Maybe it will never come to you. Maybe it's supposed to teach you in a way that helps others. Because that's what I believe life is. Experiences happen to you, negatively or positively, to either help you or help others. And you're supposed to suffer through those times, because maybe someone else is suffering for you to experience, to know, to acknowledge something in life, to help you out in life. Because maybe your weakness just became a strength to you, and that strength helps others. Because that's what's life. It's a whole big circle. And it'll just keep on repeating. And that's what I think about for now. So yeah, I just felt like saying that. I'm gonna post this. People are gonna be negative, but why do I care? People are always gonna be negative about things. People are gonna say, no, that's not right, or disagree to whatever I say or whoever says. because that's how the human nature is, because people think they're always right. Now, I'm saying I'm not right, but that's what I believe from my experiences and from what I learned from others. It could be wrong, but that's just, for me, how life goes.